So this is my weekly report for July 20th. And first of all, I'm going to tell you what I did this week. I went down to the Delta and I've been stripers and bass fishing. I've been catching a lot of bass and a lot of stripers on these big weed flats. And I'll be coming out with a video here real quick on how to catch them and how I do it. It's going to be called like some kind of struggling days on the Delta or something, but it's coming up real quick. So other things going on, as you know, bluefin tuna is red hot, but the conditions out there are undoable, so nobody's been able to get out there the last week and a half. And it doesn't look like it's going to get any better in the next week or two. So bluefin, it's something that's hot right now out past the Farallon Islands, and I anticipate on doing a little video here real quick. I'm going to be on Cowdon 2 on Monday, and I think we're going to shoot a little video with them about the bluefin off the coast. Other than that, halibut fishing has been really good if you could get on a north bar, but the weather's been terrible, so nobody could get out there, and the tides have been really fast, so it hasn't been real good. So everybody's just kind of waiting for that weather to calm down so they can get out after bluefin and go out on the north bar and catch a lot of nice halibut. We had a week when the tides were a little bit slow and it was calm and guys were getting out there and they're getting fish averaging 15 pounds. So, there's a lot of nice halibut out there and just waiting to be caught. Other things going on, you can get halibut inside the bay, but you have to bring a measuring stick because a lot of them are going to be that 22, 23, 24 inch. And there's a ton of them in there. So you can still go get bait at the live receive over at Fisherman's Wharf. I think it's Pier 37. It's like $40 for half a scoop. And then, I did a video on halibut in the bay. You can watch it and see how I set it up and everything. So other than that, I'd say Alcatraz, Angel Island, Southampton Shoals. You can be able to pick up, easy limit of halibut, but a lot of them are going to be small. Stripers that were in the bay, they were in there thicker than heck, but they kind of diminished. I think a lot of them moved and they went to up the coastline, up by Pacifica. So those fish over there, I talked to some guys that have been going out there. So if you go to Pacifica, you could cast 2 ounce or 3 ounce spoons or rip baits and even topwater. And they're catching a lot of big ones there at night with the iron. So you cast that spoon out, rip it as hard as you can, and then just keep popping and bring it back. So the striper scene inside the bay has been a little slow, but you can find them, you could catch them, but they're like 18 to 22 inches. Heck, you could find that out here in the Delta. There's a ton of them out here. So you could just about catch stripers wherever you want to go. Other than that, coming on inside, they're still catching sturgeon. I know Steve went last week after sturgeon and they caught some nice ones. They caught some oversized. He had Steve Mitchell and he had some big fish. They were fat, healthy looking sturgeon. So there's still a lot of those in the system. Up in the river around Sacramento, I'd say no. They're pretty much done. So, but other things in the sock, I think, would be shad. It's coming to an end. I mean, if you want to go catch those, I'd recommend going to the American and going up high. You want to fish above sunrise. But it's all kind of dwindling down right now. Though the river fishing, I mean, there's still guys catching a lot of stripers ripping on the Sacramento River around Walnut Grove to Hood area, and those are fish that are just got done spawning. They're coming back from the river and up the upper Sac, and they're heading back out to the ocean and the bay. Other than that, you could go to the lakes around here. Kokanee fishing is still red hot at Boulder's Bar. My brother was up there the day before yesterday. Easy limits, 3 guys on their way back home at about 10 o'clock. And they're getting bigger. They're 12 to 13 inches. So, the Boulder's Bar is good. You want to catch big ones, go to New Melones. I was up there 2 weeks ago and only caught 5. But there's been days where guys are catching limit. A friend of mine, John, Montana, he caught limits last week. And I always ask little questions like, hey, John, what was the water temperature? He said it was 80 degrees. When I went, it was 86. So the water must have came up a little bit, cooled off a little bit. And those fish are only in 38 to 45 feet of water. At Buller's Bar, they're down to 60 feet. So Stampede, I haven't heard too much. You know, earlier we were killing them up there, but it's slowed down a little bit. But I'm sure you could go to any of the lakes that have kokanee and catch them. Trout, Pardee, actually Pardee's been good on kokanee and also rainbows. Big Nate's been doing a really good job there catching a lot of fish. He gets his kokanee early and then he goes and throws for browns. And he's been getting some big browns in the 6 to 10 pound range. So, you know, there's a lot of options for you guys to get out and go do some fishing. So other than that, you know, here again, if you're heading down the road Saturday morning at 6:35 or 6:40, tune in to 1140 California Sportsman on the AM dial. I'm on there every week, and then every first of the week I'm in the studio. And I'm starting to get the hang of it, talking to all the guides and, you know, and talking that fishing lingo, and I also give the current reports. If you like the video, hit that like, and please subscribe because it'll really help my channel out. And if you hit that comment button, you can leave me a comment and I'll get back to you in 2 or 3 days. Also, I have some, want to tell you guys, I got some t-shirts, sweatshirts, and hats being available pretty soon. And I think the easiest way to either email me or contact me some way, and then we can make arrangements. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.